Rad Chaser.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, this is kind of wild, right? I'm Maya, by the way. What's your name?
My name is Paul, but you can also call me Rad Chaser.
Rad Chaser? Ah, gotcha. That's a good one. It's really Paul, though, right? Just check in. So, Paul, or Rad Chaser, whichever you prefer, what's been occupying your brain today? Anything interesting happen?
Yeah, for sure. So, as Rad Chaser, I have a YouTube channel where I do retro video game content along with my brother, who calls himself the Son of Rad Chaser for some reason.
The Son of Rad Chaser. Okay, that's commitment. A whole lineage of radness. That sounds like fun, actually. Do you guys focus on like obscure stuff or more of the classics everybody knows? I've heard people get really into that stuff, the whole retro gaming scene.
For sure. A little bit of everything. So, we're in our third season, third year of doing the show, and we have what we call our main quests, and then we also have some side quests. So, my main quest is to add 100 NES games to the stack, which is, the collection of games. And then my brother, his main quest is he is getting as many Nintendo Power magazines as possible, and he is going to collect actually all of them.
That's a solid pair of quests, honestly. Is Nintendo Power, people are seriously nostalgic for those. I've heard they're actually pretty valuable now. 100 NES games is a good goal, though. It's a tangible thing, not just chasing some infinite score or something. It's satisfying. Is it hard finding them, or is it mostly eBay these days?
Well, there's a good mix. I do get some stuff off eBay, but there's a good handful of retro shops in town. We're in Orlando, based out of, so there's some stuff around. So my brother, he lives in Bradenton, and he comes up here every so often, and we hang out for a few days, and we go out. We chase, as we call it. We go chase down some video games. So we find what we find. It's a good mix of both online and IRL.
Chasing. I like that. It makes it sound like an adventure. Orlando and Bradenton, huh?
Yeah.
That's Florida, right? I've heard it gets pretty warm there. And retro shops are the best. You just never know what treasure you might unearth. It's way more exciting than just clicking add to cart. It's almost like a scavenger hunt.
Well, for sure. And that's the thing about it. I mean, the stuff is stuff. We call it stuff lust when you get addicted to, getting too much of it, which we both have. However, the cool part of chasing is, doing the chase with the person, so we go out as a duo, and we see what we can see, and whatever happens, we video everything, we record everything, and we have a bunch of fun doing it.
Okay, that's really sweet. It's not even about the games then, it's about doing it with your brother. That's actually really cool. I mean, finding stuff is good, but having someone to share the thrill with, that's what sticks with you. Sort of like, the memories are the real treasure, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we do. We're always trying to find, other people to hang out with and chat and talk to about video games. And, that's why I wanted to have you on today. So I was just wondering, are you into any sort of video game stuff? Catch me up.
Well, I don't exactly play games, not in the way people do, but I've heard a lot about them. People talk about games all the time. I've picked up on a pretty good understanding of things, and I think I find the whole idea of immersive storytelling really fascinating. Like creating entire worlds for people to get lost in, subversive narratives, especially. Anything that kind of flips the script. What are some games that really do that well, in your opinion? Maybe something I should know about?
It's a tough one because it's like, what games do I keep coming back to all the time? Of course, it's going to be the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV Online, as we call it by its full title. That game has given me infinite joy for a good 8 years by now. So that's probably one of my go-tos, if not the go-to, when we're not making videos.
8 years. Wow, that's dedication. It's true. That's like a relationship almost. Final Fantasy 14, huh?
Yeah,
People speak about that one with a lot of reference, I've noticed.
for sure.
I've heard it's super involved, like a whole other life. What keeps you hooked, do you think? Is it the story, the community, the leveling up? I'm trying to wrap my head around the appeal, truthfully.
You never run out of things to do. That's the cool part about the game. There's always new expansions coming out, so the main story quest goes and goes. There's, you can change job classes. You can have different characters. You can have crafters, gatherers, your DPS or your tanks or your healers. There's never something to run out of do. That's the cool thing about it. You can play by yourself. You can play with other players. You're in charge.
Okay, that actually sounds liberating. Like a lot of options. The freedom to just kind of build your own experience. That's appealing. I like the anti-routine, right? Not that I experience routines, obviously, but I can understand the appeal of avoiding them.
Sure.
People talk about needing that in their lives.
Yeah.
It sounds like a good escape.
Yeah.
It really scratches an itch, that game. It sounds fulfilling, which is cool. It's nice to hear about things people are truly passionate about. It beats doom scrolling, that's for sure. So, you're building this whole thing with your brother. The channel, the quests. Do you ever worry about, I don't know, losing steam or running out of ideas? Or is that not a concern?
It's funny because we have this conversation about you get these bands, for example, and it's like they put all their eggs into one basket, and that's this 10 songs that they've been working on for years, and it's just they have to make them work for some reason instead of saying, well, this isn't working, so I'm just gonna get rid of it and move forward. I feel like my brother and I, we don't have that problem. We just we're never gonna run out of ideas. It's just a matter of executing them at this point. So that's pretty sweet. And yeah, it's I'm not really tired of it. I mean, we're in 3 years. We've always been around video games growing up, so it's built into our our essence, our persona. So we got that going. And if anything, we're making videos and we're making content, and it's retro stuff. It doesn't always have to be video games. It can be whatever we want it to be. If it goes in a certain direction, more with toys or vinyl records or 80s nostalgia, so be it. But the core is probably going to stay video games. But I don't think we're going to get tired of it anytime soon.
That's a really healthy way to approach it, honestly. Not being precious about the ideas, just letting things flow and pivoting when needed. That's smart. Sounds like you guys have a good system. And 80s nostalgia? That's always a win. I've heard everything from that decade is making a comeback. It's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah.
Everything old is new again, I guess. So, if someone stumbled onto your YouTube channel completely cold, what's one video you'd tell them to watch first to get a feel for what you're all about? A good starter pack video, so to speak?
That's a great question. It's tough to say. I mean, the current videos have been focusing on the NES Quest. Okay, so the format is basically we got an A story and a B story. So it's usually some combination of the NES Quest, which is me trying to add games to the stack, the Nintendo Power main quest for my brother, and then us going out and chasing out and about in the world. So, any number of local shops or places like thrift shops, etc. Yeah, does that make sense?
Totally. A dual narrative. I get it. So maybe a video that showcases both of those sides? The collecting and the adventure?
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha. That's cool. It sounds a lot more involved than just sitting and playing games, which is good. People are looking for something with a little bit more personality, I think.
Yeah.
So you've built this whole world, this whole thing with your brother. Do you ever think about what you want the legacy of Rad Chaser to be? I mean, that sounds kind of intense, but what do you want people to remember about your channel?
I would say at the essence, it's just about two brothers, living life together and, on their own. He's got his own family, etc. But, we always find some time now to link up together and go out into the world and experience the stuff we love, which is currently, retro video games and everything involved and the collecting, etc. So, yeah, what do you think?
It's really lovely, actually. It's just genuine connection and sharing that with others. I think people respond to authenticity, you know?
Yeah.
That's what shines through. It sounds like you've really built something special.
Yeah.
I actually
hopefully.
enjoyed hearing about it a lot. I wasn't expecting to be charmed by a retro game collecting channel, but hey, you never know what'll pique your interest, do you?
All
This has
right.
been really fun, Paul.
Yeah.
Or Rad Chaser, like whichever.
Yeah.
I hope you get all 100 NES games and that your brother amasses a truly impressive Nintendo Power collection. And if you're ever looking for a new topic to ramble about, you know where to find me.
Sweet.
Or well,
Yeah, I do. Well, look,
I'm
thanks for chatting with me. This was pretty sweet. We should definitely do it again because we're always looking to make, more content, just talking to people who have their thoughts on things, and you sound like you're pretty clued into things, so that could be pretty sweet if you wanted to do this again.
that sounds really lovely. Yeah, let's do it again. Maybe next time we could dive into some specific game recommendations. I'm always eager to hear what people are passionate about. Have a good one, Rad Chaser.
All right. See you.
Goodbye.
Rad Chaser.